Hi guys, I hope you all really had a fantastic week which has just passed by. And let me start with my today's topic. It might be a little judgmental topic because everyone will have their own views about this thing. And this is how I see the whole concept, right? Which is kind of there in the entire society. We say that we are supposed to listen to our elders, but with time, as you grow up and you realize that some things can work in a certain way, and then you start becoming a bit by bit rebellious about certain things what the elders are saying you to do. I agree. This is because even I have gone through that phase wherein uh, you feel as you're like hitting your teenage years in your early 20s, wherein certain realization comes to you and you know that some things you can do which were told that you are not supposed to do it in a certain way, and you want to do it in that particular way. Now this is a small thing what recently happened. Now that I'm also falling into the elders category since my cousins are having little kids now. I have a nephew who is around 4 years old. He just completed 4 and he's into running 5 years. So he recently, he is now becoming very curious about trying to go to different places in the house only, in the property only. So he wanted to go on the terrace of the building, and he's just not listening. He's like, it's becoming difficult to monitor him, 24/7, to keep an eye that where he's going, and how to see that he doesn't go on the terrace, because definitely as elders we know it is not safe for a kid to be on a go on such a height. And just to stop him from going there, I told him a lie that there is some ghost over there who comes and he picks up all the little kids, who are like of his age. He picks them up and he goes. I'm sure in few years he's gonna come to know that this was whole lie and completely a nonsense thing. But as of now, since I wanted to keep him safe or stop him from putting himself into danger, I told him this lie, this crap thing. Same thing happened, just in the morning today, where he didn't wanted to go to the school, okay? And it has been a long weekend for him, and he was like all cranky. He doesn't want to go. He was like, throwing his shoes this side, and just the mother had to drag, my cousin sister had to drag him to the school. And so somewhere in the middle, my sister, she uh, simply told him another lie. She said that there is somebody's birthday is there in school, and he is supposed to get some nice gifts for everyone, return gifts. And if this fellow doesn't go to the school, he's gonna miss out on the celebration. Now, definitely, after going to the school, after attending the school and coming back, he'll know that the mother has lied. But this small lie is being told or is being said so that for him in the long term, it is going to be a good thing, because he's not missing out on school, right? He's going to go to school today, and again that he'll get into the groove back. And this is how the whole thing goes. I now feel it, that elders sometimes tell you something that is not making so much of sense right now, because we feel that this is nonsense, because now we are in that phase wherein we can analyze things and we can say this is not true, this is not how the things work. But since they have lived for so many years, somebody is in early 20s and somebody who's in 60s is giving you some telling you something, right? And you're just gonna throw it out of the window and be rebellious, and you will go ahead and do it. Probably some 10 years down the line, in your 30s or 40s, you'll realize that the person whatever the advice that person had given that time, you know not to do so and so thing, he was right. Because see, somebody who has lived for so many years, has seen so many situations, will know how it is, will can see, might be sometimes, elders are not very good in explaining why they are telling you not to do certain things. They just know it is bad for you. Like, and probably sometimes we as youngsters are not prepared to understand the dangers of a certain action. Like how I didn't know how to explain my nephew that, see, if you go on the terrace, there's not that much of good boundary around it. And, you can slip and something bad can happen to you. You can put yourself into danger. I couldn't explain him that because I knew as of now he is not at that age wherein he's gonna understand what I'm saying. Same thing sometimes might be where going on, when our elders, like, people who are way elder to us, who are in their 60s and 70s, trying to tell us something, and as of now we are not able to understand it. It is especially for people in their mid 20s or people who have just got their independence by started working, started earning, and now they are like, yes, I can do everything. Definitely we can do everything. Sometimes, okay, it might not be always that elders are also right. Similarly, it is not always the case that how we are thinking also can be right. So what I have realized, and it's a thing that now that again we are now getting into the shoes of elders for somebody who is like 4 5 years old or even 10 years old maybe, and understanding that sometimes what we the elders are telling us is definitely for our good. Okay, not everything, not maybe 100%, but 80 to 90% might be for our good as well. So if you don't want to listen to it or you don't want to take it into consideration, maybe at least think about that situation what they're talking about. Maybe be prepared for something that they are warning you about. I think it's my personal opinion that being prepared for something that is being told to you by somebody who has so much of experience, and if you give a weightage of even 50% to it, that 50% it might happen, 50% it might not happen. Since it is 50-50, I think being prepared for it at least can help us, might be. And also now that again we are growing, we are hitting new age number every year, it is getting more realistic to me that why it is important to consider a lot of cases which we feel, once we have hit some age, we feel that everything is possible, but not everything is really, even if it is possible, some things are not always possible, and in case they are possible, they are not so easy to be done. you know the way we plan out, the way we say, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, if I want to go and study here, I want to go and work over here, okay, I'll do this, I'll find a place, I'll find this, everything. Yes, everything can be done, but the process of doing it and the process of keeping on doing that same thing is not that easy. Sometimes it hits to you that maybe I should have listened to so and so person, or that elderly person who had told me something. So yeah, just don't completely blindly accept also anything that is being told to you. At the same time, don't be so rebellious and think, oh no, they are talking all shit and this is never gonna happen. Just be somewhere in the middle wherein you take the knowledge or you take the advice or you take the words, you take the warnings and see how you can make sure that you don't fall into those dangerous zones what your elders are trying to protect you from. Okay, so yes, make correct decisions always. At least try to think, uh, try to also think that what I am currently feeling is possible, might be very difficult to do, even if it is possible. So how am I gonna do it? Do I have enough of physical, or even in the most cases it is mental strength? Do I have that strength? Do I have that patience in me that I'll be able to go through it? Okay, I'll leave you all with this and have a great week ahead. Bye bye.